huge news for Boruto, Naruto Next Generation's fans, people that are fans of this franchise in general. Heck, if you've only, and I mean legit, if you've only seen the very first minute or two of the very first episode of Boruto, you might be interested in this news because this is pretty freaking huge. I'm sure by the title you could tell that this is pretty freaking huge news, because one of the creators of the Boruto manga, I want to say, if I'm not mistaken, the artist, because obviously you already know the controversy, the scriptwriter Ukyo Kodachi, he left, he was replaced with Kishimoto, and I'm pretty sure that these comments aren't from Kishimoto, so it's more than likely by Ikamoto. These comments right here is big news, people. Big news about the future of the Boruto story, where it's all going, kind of changing perspective on things, especially if you've been checking out the Boruto manga and even some spoilers about chapter 53, then you will know that we're headed into some crazy and uncertain times in the Boruto story right now. But these comments got me real freaking hyped, because again, if you've at the very least seen the first minute or two of the first episode of Boruto, you've been waiting for this for a long time. You've been waiting for the time skip. You've been waiting to see this adult Boruto, this adult Kawaki. How the hell do we get to the village? And also, a big question amongst many questions that you have is, so is that going to be the end of Boruto? What's going on there? We got a little bit of commentary on there as well, and boy, Jump Festa 2021 got Boruto fans, got anime and manga fans in general. We is eating like a mama. I'm so excited right now. Yeah, let's talk this news. This is breaking news, mate. Let's do it.
I say we gonna do what we do, no matter how you move, make your move.
That's how it be, though. Okay, yes, people, so like I said, these are comments regarding the future of the Boruto manga and anime. Ikamoto talks a little bit about the anime, about Kawaki's introduction. He talks a little bit about the future of the story, and yeah, I guess I don't want to waste your time. Let's read. It starts off with, it's already been a year since I made a comment saying Kawaki would finally speak in the anime, but this time for real, Kawaki will move and speak. He will be brought to life by the divine work of the anime staff and voice actors, and will display a charm that holds its ground to Boruto and Naruto's, which, just quickly, it's not his fault. At the end of the day, we were supposed to, right now, Kawaki, by the time this came out, he should have already appeared in the actual anime, but of course, due to the pandemic and everything, and the delays, it didn't happen, but we would already have Kawaki at this point if it wasn't for the delays and stuff like that. So again, it's not really his fault. I mean, they did drag out a lot of stuff early 2020 of Boruto, but for the most part, there's been a lot of better stuff in Boruto. Even the anime original stuff has actually been pretty freaking fire for the Boruto story. So again, you can't fault this man for saying at the end of last year, like, yo, Kawaki's coming to the anime. How the hell is he supposed to know there's going to be a global pandemic that's going to put production on hold? Currently, the manga has entered the climax of a deadly battle against a certain strong foe, and we are about to reach a turning point. Again, if you know, you know. If you've read, or by the time you've seen this video, you've seen chapter 53 of Boruto, you know, you know. But here's where it gets juicy. Are you ready for this? I'm ready for this. Like, do you remember the opening scene for the first chapter? Also the first episode? Yes. That one scene where a young Boruto and Kawaki stand off against each other. I think he's referring to them time skipped out, but you get it. I still can't mention when exactly that scene is located within the story. Let's just break that down real quick because there's more to come, but I still can't mention when exactly that scene is located within the story, which means that that is not confirming that Boruto versus Kawaki is the ending of the story. For all we know, certain things could happen, and that could be at the end of the first arc of a time skip of some sorts in Boruto. So that doesn't necessarily mean, he's basically saying that's not solidified that that's the end of the Boruto story. It could be, because you don't know what they plan on doing with this franchise. For all we know, they're going to do a big revitalization, wrap Boruto up real soon and try something else, but we don't know when that is going to be, which is very interesting. But the point where they take on that grown-up form, aka the point of the time skip, is not that far away. Why do the two become hostile? What was Naruto's fate? Make sure to not miss this series of turbulent developments. Ikamoto Mikio. Oh my god. So real quick. The point where they take on that grown-up form is not that far away. Meaning, I want to say probably by like chapter 55, 56-ish. we're going to probably get to the time skip. That's just my opinion. That's just my theory based on the events that went down in 53. I don't see, like, we're definitely not going to be by in 60, and we're still going to be in the pre-time skip. By chapter 60, we'll be way, I want to say the time skip will happen. I want to say 55 or 56 is where the time skip is going to happen based on what went down in 53. I'd imagine we're going to have a buffer chapter of 54, maybe even 55. But if he's saying shortly in, again, at the very least, we can confirm it will not pass 2021 of us being in the pre-time skip, which, don't get me wrong, Boruto manga has been godlike fire for a while, but it seems as though that's probably why they brought in Kishimoto. Like, let's wrap this bad boy up, get to a rebrand. They're probably going to do a big rebrand, similar to how Naruto had the Naruto to Naruto Shippuden with the anime. They're probably going to do it across the board, or at the very least, maybe on the opposite sides of the spectrum. Who knows? Because Boruto anime is very successful in Japan. They might flip it up and do, like, Boruto anime is going to stay Boruto Naruto Next Generations. The manga, maybe it'll go through a rebrand like Boruto Shippuden or something like that to get people excited and get sales to go back up. Why do the two become hostile? That's going to be interesting to find out. What was Naruto's fate? That is going to be a big question we've been asking since episode 1, chapter 1. Is Naruto dead? Is he going to die? How is he going to die if he does die? Like, and yes, I will not miss these developments of this turbulent series. Like, wow, this is huge, meaning we have confirmation that the time skip is not far away at all. We have confirmation that things is about to get even crazier, and with Kishimoto at the helm of the story, which, don't get me wrong, I will not slander Ukyo Kodachi, because the last 2 years of the Boruto manga, he has done a phenomenal job, so we will not be doing no Ukyo Kodachi slander here. People that don't read the Boruto manga, they shit on it. That's your business, that's your problem, your dilemma, but the Boruto manga has been fire for the last couple years, so we will not do any of that slander here of Ukyo Kodachi. However, I am very excited for Kishimoto to be taking the helm, and we already are seeing some changes on Kishimoto's writing style and what he feels about the Naruto franchise, because one of the big things was they always said that he was a massive fan and, like, he loved Sasuke too much and it was overbearing, and I think he's starting to prove people wrong, and I'll leave it at that. But I'm very curious what you guys take of all this. How many chapters do you think until we reach the time skip? 1, 2, 3. Again, 55, 56 will be the latest, I want to say. 56, the latest until we reach this time skip. What do you think is Naruto's fate? And just your overall thoughts and expectations. Like, this is all freaking crazy. Shoutouts to Ikamoto, Mikio. Like, this got me hype, I ain't gonna lie. Knowing the Boruto time skip is around the corner. Let's go. Also, when do you think that story takes place of Boruto versus Kawaki? You think that's going to be truly the end of the manga? You think that could be like the end of the first arc and things is changing? Because again, based on where the manga's at right now, a lot of what we preconceived initially regarding the Boruto manga looks like they're really throwing us for a loop, and it's not what we thought it would be. Interesting. But that is all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Hit that bell to get all notifications. Please hit the bell and click all on the notifications so you could get notified anytime there's anything Boruto, anime, and manga related in general. I got you covered. And if you want to follow any of my other social media, links of course in the description below. I'm ForNeverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day. And remember the golden rule: anime and manga for life. Bye! Have an awesome day. Peace in. Yo, Boruto time skip around the corner. Just when does that fated fight of Boruto and Kawaki take place within the timeline of the story? Is it the end, the final chapter, or what's up? I can't wait.
It's nights like this and times like this.
What's that?
That I can give another hit, but I've got this inside a switch, a natural bliss, but that I miss.